Have you ever heard something described as the bee's knees? What do you think that means?
No clue.
Maybe something not great, kind of floppy.
Like something painful?
Like that's the best thing ever, something?
Right. Though it may not be used much today, it's considered a big compliment to say something is the bee's knees.
Have you heard the Electric Stinger's new song, Love Stings?
Oh, that song is the bee's knees. I love it so much.
But instead of talking to an etymologist, someone who studies the history of words, maybe we should check in with an entomologist, someone who studies insects.
Crystal Hickman, friend of bees. How may I help you?
Oh, hey, Crystal. This may be a silly question. Do bees have knees?
Interesting. Well, bees do have legs with different sections, and the connecting joints may be considered knees. Bees do carry pollen back to their homes, sometimes on their hairy legs. I mean, that's kind of the bee's knees, but I don't think bees are really known for their knees.
Well, thanks anyway, Crystal. Yeah, as tempting as it may be,
Ooh, that was bad.
there's no proof that the origin of the saying, the bee's knees, comes directly from a buzzing bee.
Believe me, I've got better things to do than listen to you drone on.
In the 1700s, there was a British saying, a bee's knee.
But instead of meaning something excellent, we said a bee's knee to mean something small. So that doesn't really help you today. Terribly sorry.
The saying really became popular in America in the 1920s, otherwise known as the Roaring Twenties, when it was trendy to use made-up expressions to say something was excellent.
Why, that movie was the best.
Yeah, it was the cat's pajamas.
You said it, a real monkey's eyebrow. It sure was the bee's knees.
In 1922, a newspaper had an article with the headline,
What does it mean? That's what you wonder when you hear these made-up new sayings, like the bee's knees.
Sadly for us, though, they didn't talk about where the saying came from.
So close.
There is one pretty amazing connection with the saying the bee's knees and an actual bee, but not the kind of bee you're thinking of. Meet Bee Jackson, a famous New York City dancer.
A lot of folks say I introduced a very popular new dance called the Charleston to audiences on Broadway in 1924.
She actually became the world champion Charleston dancer, so it is possible that the saying the bee's knees really caught on because of the dancer Bee Jackson and her champion knees. But no one really knows for sure.
Makes for an excellent story, though, doesn't it? Now, I'd call that the bee's knees.